It is an honor to chair the Society's Technical Committee and to present this award. As camera operators, we have the balancing act of creativity and technical skill. Those skills are aided by technical innovation, which is driven by the stories and visual language we are there to interpret. This in turn drives the manufacturers, including the companies that submitted this year. They have all pushed filmmaking and content creation to the next level, and in turn make our jobs as the operator both easier and safer. We thank you. This year, the Technical Award jury evaluated 11 technologies that covered the full spectrum of equipment we use. And after a long day of technical demonstrations and deliberations, the committee determined that the CineMoves Matrix 4-axis stabilized gimbal head be honored this year. I'm proud to honor Scott Howell, president of CineMoves. Thank you for making our, Thank you for making our job just a little bit easier and expanding our creative contribution. Check out a video.
We're filmmakers. We're passionate about filmmaking. We're not just interested in the equipment that we have and whether it can be used for your particular job. We don't care whether it's our piece of equipment or somebody else's. We want the right piece of gear for the job. All of these great people that share this passion for camera movement and for camera stabilization and for pushing the envelope, wanting to have an impact and be a part of the creative process of storytelling. That's who and what CineMoves is. How does our technology or the Matrix improve or change the art of camera operating? You know, there's several unique features that it has, but probably the one an operator would focus on the most because it's different than anything else out there. No other apparatus has it to the extent that the Matrix does, and that would be what we call image relative. And what we mean by that is you now operate in relation to the monitor. You don't have to worry anymore about where or what orientation the gimbal is mounted in. You're never going to get in a situation where your controls are going to cross. Pan's never going to become tilt, tilt's never going to become pan, pan's never going to become roll. You just don't need to worry about it anymore. You just operate in relation to the monitor. If I wanted to put it in one short sentence, it'd be no limits. I love watching the operators and the DPs get their hands on it, and you see that moment where the light bulb goes off and they just realize that they were able to do something that before that had been, at best case scenario, extremely difficult and many times basically impossible. I know Mitch Dubin's out in the audience tonight. He's been able to take it out on Legion, and he's done some shots with it, I understand, that would have been very challenging before. We've had it out on Lamaze 66. We've had it out with Lena Sandgren on a couple Apple commercials and a host of other people. And I think that instead of me sitting here telling you how great it's been or what it's done, I would encourage you to talk to somebody who's already had it out in the field and see what they think of it. The Matrix is here because of you guys, because of everybody out in this audience and every DP that I've ever met and every key grip that I've ever worked with, because the way you guys have challenged or the way you guys have complained. But what I'm most excited about is how you guys are going to use it out in the field and how you're going to challenge us to make it even better. So we're pretty excited about what's to come and what you guys do with it.
Yeah, it's seriously impressive. Please welcome Scott Howell from CineMoves.
Wow, this is something. To be honest with you, when I first got the call that CineMoves had won the award for the Matrix, I was in a conference room and my wife was in there with me, and I looked at her and she knew exactly who was on the other end of the line, and we both went into tears. And if you knew what it took to get here, you'd understand the tears. This has been a heck of a journey. But the other reason I had tears and I was blown away is I just never expected that CineMoves would win this award. To be honored by the SOC the caliber and the integrity in this room, and especially the judges, was just overwhelming. I mean, I can't think of an award for a company like us doing what we do that would mean anything more than this award. I don't think there's an up from here. Yeah, you guys are, you know, to be honoring, to give an opportunity. We don't do this for the awards, obviously, but I'd be lying if I said this didn't feel freaking awesome. But this is certainly not an award for Scott Howe. I'm just a piece of the puzzle. This is really an award for a family called CineMoves and a family called IJK. My key to success and CineMoves' key to success is surrounding ourselves with some really incredible human beings. And there's probably 20, 30 or more people that were involved with this project and creating this apparatus, that if you take any one of them out of the scenario, I'm not up here tonight. And with that said, I personally want to thank that CineMoves family and that IJK family for being the knuckleheads that you are and believing in me and following me down this path. This is one of those difficult situations in life where you're never going to say and thank all the people that had to do with you being here. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I couldn't leave without thanking a few people. And first and foremost, I'd have to thank my wife. If you knew what this journey had been, I mean, babe, thank you so much for walking next to me and being that rock. But most importantly, thank you for completing that family feeling that CineMoves has. You know, you bring a lot to the table. And thank you for being one of the only women I could ever imagine that would spend more time in the tool section of Home Depot than I do. Let's talk about badass. My wife's a badass chick. And then I'd have to, you know, call out a few people, especially all of our remote head operators at CineMoves, and first and foremost, Sean Fawson. Without your input, little bro, man, we wouldn't be here. And Kenny Rivenbark and all the other guys that you know, go out there day in and day out and are the face for CineMoves. You guys are what this is all about, and this is your award as much as anybody. And then my IJK family. Graham, our chief designer, Gunnar, Satyam, and all of the rest of the IJK guys. You know, I couldn't be more proud to call you my friends. Thanks, guys, and I look forward to you SOC members taking this thing out there and playing with it. And again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for creating this type of a platform and opportunity, and for recognizing this. Your integrity and class is beyond approach, so thank you.